Welcome, guys, gals, ghouls, new listeners, friends, fiends, foes, whoever may be listening. Beyond the Omniverse this evening, I'm your host, TessaTNT. Secure your tinfoil hats, buckle down tight, and hold on loosely as we soar over the rocky tops of the La Platas on a rocky mountain high, get sucked into the vortex of the Four Corners, and settle down snugly at mile marker 420 in colorful Colorado. It is Saturday, July 1st, Sunday, July 2nd for those of you across the pond and beyond. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening to you, and welcome to We Are Paradox Media's Late Night in the Rockies. We are broadcasting live from the Mile High Clubhouse tonight, and I'm so glad you can join us this evening. I hope you guys had an awesome weekend and are set and ready for this epic holiday weekend. Today is Canada Day. Happy Canada Day to all of my Canadians out there. Here on Tuesday, it will be Independence Day for us USians. So, hope you guys enjoy yourselves, your family, all the wonderful food, epic cocktails, etc. So, if you're listening to us live right now, you may be listening to us on KPNL Radio, which you can find at KPNL Radio at kpnl-db.com. You may also find us on eTalk Radio, which you can find on etalk.tv/radio. If you're listening to us in your free time, whether you're working it, or working out, look under We Are Paradox Media at Spreaker, Twitter, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, iTunes, iHeartRadio, Facebook, Castbox, Tumblr, SoundCloud, TuneIn Radio, Deezer, Podcast Addict, Podcast Chaser, and Podvine. If you don't mind, please mosey on over to our YouTube, like, and comment. So tonight, I have a treat for all my guys and gals out there. Secure your tinfoil hats, buckle down tight, and hold on loosely as we soar over the rocky tops of the La Platas on a rocky mountain high, get sucked into the vortex of the Four Corners, and settle down snugly at mile marker 420 in colorful Colorado. It is Sunday, August 23rd, Monday, August 24th for those of you across the pond and beyond. Welcome to We Are Paradox Media's Late Night in the Rockies. I'm so glad you guys could join us this evening on one of our many outlets. Right now, if you're listening live, you're listening on Spreaker at We Are Paradox Media. You can also find us at Twitter, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, iTunes, iHeartRadio, Castbox, Tumblr, YouTube, SoundCloud, TuneIn Radio, Deezer, as well as Podcast Addict. So tonight I have a treat for all my guys and gals out here, and I'm so super excited. Tonight we have Mr. Bill Hauser, aka Candoey, and he is an independent paranormal researcher and investigator. He was born in Vancouver, BC, Canada, and lives on the West Coast, particularly in the city of Surrey, BC. A well-rounded investigator and researcher using different types of equipment on paranormal investigations in different locations. Paranormal activities are things that he is so passionate to do, and he has dedicated and committed himself to ghost hunting for over 20 years now.
And yes, he does have his own personal paranormal experiences, but fearfulness didn't stop him yet. It was the key to widen his horizons, discover new things, and quest to find real answers and help others deal with paranormal concerns. Digital, night vision, and full spectrum video cameras are products of modern technology that makes paranormal investigation and research easier for him. At present, he is focusing on his research of paranormal phenomenon, asking questions to spirits using the following devices: EVPs, electronic voice phenomena, with digital recorder and special featured programs, Spirit Box, Ghost Box, and known as Frankbox, are samples of controversial electronic devices. This electronic device, called ITC, which is Instrumental Transcommunication, is a device that is used for two-way real-time spirit communications, which gives great results upon asking questions. For the record, all of his YouTube videos that he has done and posted are filmed in RAW with no alterations. And he did networking with other paranormal organizations on current paranormal issues and has been invited to numerous radio programs to share information about different techniques on how you should do proper ethics of research in this type of field. Welcome, Bill. It's so great to have you. I've missed you.
Yeah, welcome, welcome. That's right. Yes, thank you very much, Tessa. It's great to be on your show there. And I just want to say hello to all your great listeners.
Thank you so much. So how have you been? How have things been going in this crazy world these days?
I'm doing not too bad. Doing the social distancing and all that because of the COVID-19, and just learning to work with it and so on. And I've actually had a few investigations, so that's been good. And then a lot of online consultations with people using Skype and stuff like that to communicate, and doing personal ghost box sessions for people. So it's been really good.
That's awesome. So, it sounds like you've been keeping yourself busy with different activities and different cases. Can you tell us a little bit about those?
Well, I could start with, I did an event there with the paranormal group that I have an affiliation with as a member. That was really great. That was with Cornerstone Supernatural. And that was in Vancouver at the Stanley Theatre, that we did a fundraiser for the Art Theatre Club. So that was really good. That was actually really popular with the guests that came in, and people were getting a lot of strange images on their, what do you call, smartphones and digital cameras and so on. So, yeah, it was really good. I enjoyed that.
It's really interesting. I have tinnitus, so at night I'll watch or listen to paranormal videos while I'm lulling myself to sleep. But a lot of times, people are using these night vision cameras or different small little cameras. And it seems that, like, sometimes on a cell phone, for some apparent reason, it'll show things that other medias don't. It's pretty interesting.
Yeah, I guess it's just the wavelength of light that is able, with a lot of these smartphones. They're actually really good now, taking really quality photos there and working well in low lighting situations.
It's very intriguing. So, man, you started 20 years ago. What got you interested in getting into the field of the paranormal?
Well, I've been, involved at least a little over 20 years documenting the paranormal, with ghost hunting as the start, and then eventually I started doing ITC, Instrument Trans Communications, with the Ghost Box. But a lot of this stems from when I was a little kid. I had a lot of personal experiences as a kid, and so that really, I had things questioned
May I have a second?
And orbs, I saw a lot of them along the way, and then shadow people, and
In all this, or did your family experience these things as well?
basically, like my father was very religious, so he just kind of passed it off as active imagination. My mom was a little bit more sensitive about it, but didn't really want to entertain it that far with me. But anyway, because she was from England, so she kind of grew up with the resident ghost of homes. A lot of the homes in her area were back in the 1700s. So yeah, it was not uncommon to have a resident ghost at your friend's place or at their place, for that matter.
So, do you feel like all of your paranormal activity began after going to that cemetery?
Well, it happened quite a few times, so it wasn't just one time. So it was
But did it
quite a
start
few
there,
times actually.
or did it start before?
No, I was actually seeing the shadow people and that before, and the orbs. I would see balls of light in my bedroom at nighttime, and they would visibly show themselves to me, so didn't have to have a camera or anything like that. So I wished I would have had a camera to try to take a picture, but it didn't work out that way. But the disembodied voices as well. So yeah, there was a lot of strange things going on.
That's interesting. Do you think it was like family or residual ghosts from that property?
Possibly could have been spirits that have come and go, sort of transient spirits that move around. So yeah, I mean, it could have been a number of those different sources. So I really don't know, but as far as I know, they showed themselves to me, so they wanted themselves to be seen. So and they realized I could see them at that time. Now I don't see them. Like I sense them, but I don't see them. But I very maybe the odd occasion I'll see like an orb or something on some people's property and stuff like that. So doing investigations, but usually it's through the camera's eye.
Yeah, it's interesting how, cameras can pick up orbs and things like that. And for the longest time, I did wonder, is it dust? Is it something else? But I actually saw a couple orbs with my own naked eye. One was when my daughter was doing high jump, and the other was at my friend's house, which she calls the haunt because it's haunted, and that's where our team would meet up. But it was like a bright blue orb, and it's just interesting. I think it's the way that the energy of the spirit is easily able to move around instead of being full figured. They're just this ball of energy. What are your thoughts on orbs?
Well, I know there's been a lot of controversy about orbs, thinking that they could be particles of dust and so on, but I strongly do believe there is real orbs out there. And I've actually seen